Hello there. Alex is the only child in a family of poor immigrants. He likes to spend time at the computer, and he quickly understands how you can make money on the internet, which are not yet particularly regulated by laws. But his ambitions take him too far, and the young man ends up on the internet, the epicenter of the black market and hacker attacks that excite world news. The film is based on real events. Alex and his father and mother are moving from Ukraine to Canada. They can't afford real estate in a big city and find themselves in the city of London, the state of Ontario, a Canadian outback. But even there they live from paycheck to paycheck. My mother works tirelessly as an accountant in a bank, and my father has not been able to integrate into society in a foreign country and make close acquaintances there. Alex also has communication problems, and his only friend becomes a computer. From games and various other entertainments, he quickly moves on to programming and studying the banking system. His idols are people like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. He dreams, just like them, of changing the world for the better, and even school children find ways to earn everything without leaving the house. The job is boring, but not dusty. I got 20K for every 1,000 clicks. But this is not enough to really influence something and earn money for higher education, which is very expensive in Canada. And his parents are still unhappy and continue quarrel because of difficult living conditions. One day Alex hears news on TV about a hacker attack on the stock markets, which was organized by Mr. Z and his organization Dark Web. Z sent his appeal, which was broadcast on all news channels of the world. We will take the fight and win. This is just the beginning. Returning home, the guy discovers his mother, upset to tears. She was cut at work at the bank, and now the family is facing eviction. They don't have the savings to keep paying mortgage payments on the house. Alex, without hesitation, gives his mother everything that he saved for college with his part-time jobs. That's enough for a couple of months. The guy harbors anger at the employer who did this to his mother. In addition, the time of admission is approaching. The money for the semester, it turns out, is needed extremely urgently. And then Alex remembers about Darkov. Getting access is not so easy, and the first task becomes stealing a credit card number. To do this, Alex creates a fake online store, and a bully from his falls for the trick. A school that leaves its data there for purchase. So the guy manages to get the first level of soldier access for his profile. With the help of him, Alex begins to resell things. He doesn't think much about why they can be bought much cheaper on the dark web than in a store. He buys and then places ads for the sale of laptops, jewelry, watches, phones. All this brings a good income. And in just a month, the guy earns more than in 4 years. Having accumulated the necessary amount, he goes to Toronto, where spending increases, which means that earnings should also grow. Moreover, now it also contains parents. Alex goes one step further and already uses fake documents to sell more expensive things. He has to be more careful, because in a big city, the police are more actively monitoring the black market. But in stores where they buy such goods, no one knows him, and Alex is quickly rejected. A stranger notices his patronage and approaches the guy with an offer to sell his goods for a percentage of the transaction. They're stolen, what do you have to lose, huh? It's stupid to trust the first person you meet who follows you on the street. But Alex does not want to leave without money and therefore risks. Isaiah does not fail. The money is in your pocket, and their partnership promises to be profitable. The cunning and sociable man has a lot of useful acquaintances, and he and Alex begin to work together, selling more and more goods. SAI teaches how to behave with the training. Participants of the black market, including with the police, on whose favor a lot depends. He makes special offers for them. Robbed someone. Nobody, Tommy. I met a guy from the firm. He gave a good price. And Z makes another attack on banking systems, releasing. In it, he compares bankers who sell extortionate loans to people with drug dealers and criminals. These words make an impression on Alex, because his parents are also tied up with a mortgage all their lives, and for their sake too. He does his risky business. The guy decides to finally give up studying at the university, and takes on a mission in the spirit of Robin Hood, making attacks on the morally decayed rich with the help of acquaintances with Aya. They get hold of an unlimited credit card of one of them and, with the help of fake passports and disguises, withdraw from his account a round sum in the bank. Despite the audacity of the plan, their actions remain unpunished. While Cy spends time in nightclubs, Alex is haunted by injustice and social inequality. He decides to launch an attack on the very bank firm which his mother was fired. On the appointed day, he visits the branch under the guise of a loan applicant and secretly inserts a flash card into the system unit of one of the employees. The computer starts to fail, and Alex is about to leave. But this time it's not going so smoothly. "I'm sorry, damn it. Please come with us." His plan was revealed, and the head of the bank's security threatens Alex with police and more prison terms if he does not tell where he got the flash drive with the virus. Not wanting to reveal the dark web device, in response, the hacker offers to make a deal. It is unlikely that you should advertise that an 18-year-old guy can easily steal all the information. It eliminates system vulnerabilities, and the bank will be able to submit the whole story as an internal security check, without losing its reputation with customers. For the work done, the bank will waive all claims against Alex. It works. Alex becomes famous in the dark web because he actually managed to bypass a very complex security system. Even Mr. Z himself notes this. A few days later, Alex receives a message from a hacker girl from dark web. SAI wants to help his friend's personal life and sets up a date with Kiri. From his face. She doesn't tell anything about herself, but only listens to the guy's stories.
"See, you're an idiot.
What?
I know your name, city and date of birth."
The girl turns out to be more experienced in hacking and knows how important it is to maintain anonymity. They discuss Mr. Z, and Alex lights up with the idea of meeting him. Kira joins the guys to take on more ambitious projects, more and more fake passports and credit cards, expensive things and rich buyers. After some time, Cy has questions about the girl's connections. She earned too much and too easily from deals and her contacts, and he trusts the new team member less and less. Maybe she's a decoy. One day, Kira suggests Alex to leave Cy in Toronto and go with her to Hong Kong, where there are much more opportunities. Alex invites the man who gave him his first job in dark web to a personal meeting with Roosevelt. The guy thanks the man and asks about Kira, but Roosevelt has not heard anything about her, and this is very suspicious. The relationship between Cy and Kira is getting worse. He doesn't like the risky style of a girl who wants to increase sales and chooses untested buyers. They arrive at the base with a whole truck of goods, but Kira and SAI arrange a skirmish right during the negotiations. Buyers are also nervous and take out weapons. "Can we finish the deal first? There will be no deals with this fucking fool. What's the problem?" Cy and Kira apologize to each other for their temper, and the girl reveals that she tried to sell the bandits goods, and they don't like when their time is wasted. Fearing for the safety of business in Toronto, the three of them move to Hong Kong. Alex hoped that after their move everything would change, but this does not happen. The relationship remains strained, and although there's plenty of money now, he lacks meaning in life and some kind of project with a big goal. Moreover, the team begins to lose vigilance, and sometimes Alex forgets to check credit cards before visiting the store. In this case, when trying to pay, the bank immediately notifies sellers of fraud, and the trio has to quickly get away from the crime scene more and more often. Cy doesn't give a damn about any attempts to change the world, which can't be said about parties and women. On his birthday, he arranges a fight in a club, after which friends are sent under arrest. After that, he tries to make amends by recklessly withdrawing money from an unlimited card once stolen in Toronto. This becomes the last straw for Alex. "You suspect Kira of all her sins, you're drinking, and now you're using the card that I forbade you to touch. What's up, Cy?" He loses patience and breaks off all relations with a friend. They continue to work with Kira together, withdrawing cash from ATMs and leaving dark web business cards at the crime scene. Having stolen more than $2.5 million in this way, they manage to get into the international news. After such a couple, it's worth moving again to cover your tracks. In addition, Kira offers to quit because this money will last them for a long time. But Alex can't stop. He wants to continue taking revenge on the banker and corporations. The girl has other plans for life, and she kisses the guy right during his passionate speech about retribution. When suddenly they are interrupted by a message from Zed personally. He praises Alex and awards him the highest status in the dark web, and the guy uses this chance to appoint a boss. A personal meeting. A call from a hidden number immediately comes to the phone, and together with Kira, they go to meet a man in a wheelchair, whose body is covered with scars. He warns, by agreeing to work for him, you become his property. There is no room for mistakes. But if you make a mistake, you will die. And not only Alex, but all of his loved ones will also be in danger. After the meeting, Alex receives a call from Sai, who wants to continue working with partners and promises to change. He waits for Alex and Kira in their room, but does not wait. He is being tracked down by people, a Colombian firm whose stolen card Sai recently withdrew money. Returning home, the partners discover a murdered friend, and Kira stops a shocked Alex, who tries to call the police and an ambulance. It's time to hide again. And the next stop is New York. There, the accomplices continue to work on projects for Zed. They are posting news and footage of the murder of a senator who was responsible for bills for the stock market. This collapses the stock market, which allows Zed to buy them at a low price. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking to you, I look like a dead man. Since the murder turns out to be fake, the market will go up again, allowing Zed to earn a lot of money. Z pays handsomely for the work done, but on the way home, Alex and Kira are kidnapped by masked men. The guy wakes up alone and can't get through to either his girlfriend or his boss. He goes to Bangkok, where they agreed to meet with Kira if something suddenly goes wrong. Not finding her at the appointed place, he remembers his parents and calls his mother, promising to come in 2 days. Alex enters an internet cafe, where he discovers that the dark web is blocked. The news also reports that Zed was arrested, and his right hand Kira was killed during detention. Meanwhile, the card with which he paid for the session is blocked, and the cashier receives a call from the bank. Alex cannot believe in the girl's death, but does not have time to find out if Kira left any clues that she is alive. The police arrive and take him away. The guy is charged with fraud and sent to serve time in a Thai prison. 5 minutes. On the internet. Is it really that much? How many can I ask you? He turns out to be completely cut off from the rest of the world. The uncertainty and loneliness drive him crazy. Stuck in a cage, Alex begins to think about life. He reads a lot and gradually changes his views and priorities. I suddenly realized that I was only 21 years old. And I've already caused people so much pain. He is saved by thoughts of his mother, who is waiting for him. 2 years later, the guy is released without revealing that he was sitting under a fake name. At the exit, he meets a living and healthy Kira. Once she herself got behind bars, and there she made a deal with help. After that, the girl worked undercover and used Alex to get to Zed. But she began to have real feelings for the guy and really wanted to hide with him from both the authorities and Zed. However, she was outpaced by the guardians of the law, who separated them and kidnapped Alex. Kira gives Alex his real passport so that there will be no questions about his criminal record at the border. A hacker gets a second chance to live life as an honest person. And Kira, well, I'm so glad she's alive. As always, look for the title of the film in the description of Blood. In the meantime, share in the comments, do you think Alex will be able to succeed in an honest way? Or the memory of easy money will not be able to let him go?